Security Breach is quite a buggy game. Since it being this way gives players a lot of, let's say, flexibility, creators Security Breach is quite a buggy game. Since it being this way gives players a lot of, let's say, flexibility. Creators have been challenging themselves to beat the game under increasingly outrageous restrictions ever since the game came out. So this got me thinking. Rather than not using a mechanic or an item while beating the game, what if I just never used an entire body part? Would getting the true ending of the game be possible if Gregory couldn't move his head? This is by far the most complicated challenge run I have ever attempted, having to use every piece of obscure knowledge, every bit of expert advice, and every glitch I could squeeze out of the game to make it work. Good God! This is Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach with no neck. Okay, let's get going. Let me explain what we are doing when I hit New Game. We are completing Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach without moving the camera at all. We are not going to touch the mouse, we are not going to touch the right analog stick. However, if the game moves our camera, that's fair game.
There you are.
For example, Freddy plopped us out and talked to us right now.
Scanning complete.
This leaves us looking up at like a 45-degree angle, in a very awkward way indeed. So now we're basically stuck like this. We cannot move our camera from this position. The game has decided that this is our camera angle. While that is the long and short of it, before the run gets properly started, here's a more detailed look at the rules. If you're curious, feel free to pause and read the nitty-gritty details, but the general idea is pretty intuitive. We cannot move the camera ourselves on any character we control, and if the game moves our camera for us, we just have to live with that and continue to play the game at that angle instead. So, that does sound awkward and a bit annoying, sure, but how difficult is it really? There is an issue with this camera angle. The very first objective in the game is to look out the window. The window is behind us. It's almost like they're trying to teach you how to move the camera or something. Except, looking out the window also I guess means just touching the window. If you brush the back of your head on the window, the game goes, yeah, close enough, and lets you move on. So now you can see the issue with the no head movement challenge. There are many parts of Security Breach where the game expects you to run between many different levers, many different buttons, many different generators, which are all at different angles, and they can only be interacted with at certain camera angles. And inevitably, we're going to need to pick something up off the ground, and we're kind of investigating the ceiling. Unfortunately for us, that moment was rapidly approaching. If I jumped in the vent, I landed in Rockstar Row, and then I walked over to where I get the pass to let Freddy out of his room. The pass is in a gift box on the floor. And no amount of crouching will ever let us open that gift box. It is impossible to progress with this camera angle. However, there is a way. Now, we've saved at this save station. If we quit and reload our save, the vertical angle is reset. So now we're looking down enough that we can open that gift box. I am very glad that it does that. My thumb is so far away from the right stick on this controller. I'm so scared of accidentally nudging the stick. Now, a lot of people are asking how I'm going to deal with various things, and I've got some big, exciting answers for you. And that is that I don't know. We're going to have to figure this out together. Now we get a little bit of a preview of the most powerful tool in the necklace run, and that is our boy Freddo. When we move, he turns to look at us, and then when we get inside him, our camera angle changes to his camera angle. So we can use Freddy as a on-the-spot camera adjustment. Is Freddy allowed to move his neck? No. If we're controlling him, Freddy can also not move his neck. What about his butt? The butt is fair game. This cutscene moves the camera for us, so that's a freebie. It's going to leave us looking right at first aid, which is perfect because we need to go into first aid. And when we get into first aid, it rotates us so that we're looking exactly where we need to go. Again, there's a lot of luck early on, where things rotate us in just the perfect way, so that we're looking where we need to go. It's at this point that the tutorial decides to revoke our Freddy privileges, says he's low on power, and kicks us out. So, from now until after the first boss, Freddy will be chilling in this recharging station, and unavailable to us. I'll miss you, buddy. And now we're at the Monty Chica chase. The Monty Chica chase is difficult. There's a few ways to do this. I will show you a few ways, and we're going to fail a lot. Monty will force us to look behind us, but then very politely put the camera back the other way. But Chica is very not polite. Chica doesn't let you face the right way again. So we have to run away from Chica backwards. And we're dead. Thanks to Chica's unusually high aggression, this is the first real roadblock in the run. The random placement of physics objects can delay her, to great comic effect. But no matter how many boxes get in her way, and no matter how efficient my racing lines up the stairs are, she always catches up. So, if playing fair won't cut it, I needed to find some way to break the game and give myself a bit of an advantage. But with such a small amount of real estate to work with, and without being able to move our camera, remember, would it even be possible to break it? Would it even be possible to break it? I mean, obviously, this is security breach we're talking about. Jumping backwards onto these boxes causes Chica to lose track of Gregory, which activates some sort of failsafe, and resets her back to the very start of the chase. And just like that, we can complete the Monty and Chica chase, necklace and unharmed. So that is how you complete that chase without moving your head. There we go. We have done it. We are almost out, but before the game releases us into the main game proper, we are locked in the security office with one last problem to solve. What's next, you ask? Well, we need to press a button. And there's an issue with this button. It's directly behind us.
Oh, a message from Amanda. Simon, you were right.
Brainstorming time. If you have any ideas at all, feel free to let me know. Can you move your head up or down? You cannot. It's too stiff, Stignus. Is there a way to glitch through the desk? Good idea, Daisy Rays. I have tried to duck under the desk and hope that I can press the button, but it doesn't work. Can you call Freddy? I cannot. There's no calling Freddy in this section. Maybe there are some objects in here that can spin me round. Maybe I could get Monty to jump scare me and twist me round, and somehow I don't die. Maybe I can glitch out of bounds to get out of this office. They're all good maybes, but I don't actually know if any of them will work. But the problem was too big. It was too insurmountable, and neither myself nor chat could crack it. But one Twitter DM later, and maybe there was a chance. Exceptionally tough problems require exceptionally powerful tools to fix. And what tool is more powerful in this run than Freddy? What we're going to do is we are going to perform a jailbreak. We are going to break Freddy out of the tutorial and then use that to circumvent this button. How are we going to do that? It is a multi-step process, and it was actually discovered by someone on Twitter called Mickey, 2000 IQ Mickey. To keep Freddy, we need to prevent the cutscene where he kicks us out and recharges from ever happening. However, since we're on rails and locked inside Freddy at that point, our control controls are extremely limited, and funny business is pretty much out of the question. But what if we weren't locked inside Freddy at that point? Well, then business could get very funny indeed. There used to be a trick in older patches where it would give you the ability to get out of Freddy early. They patched that. However, the glitch is kind of still in the game. It just requires a lot more work. While I'm not entirely sure, the key to glitching Freddy seems to be performing a deload. For our purposes, the best place to do this is by standing on top of the main underground hallway, which is actually surprisingly easy to do. The handrail on these stairs in First Aid has a wonky hitbox, allowing you to jump high enough to walk around on top of the wall, and with some careful platforming, the entire area. It really is quite simple. If you can move your head, that is. It's fair to say Greg's lack of vertebrae makes this slightly trickier. So, what I've got to do is I've got to walk diagonally down this wall, careful not to fall out of bounds, or not to fall inbounds again. Got to be very careful. I should be able to just do a horizontal jump and land on the ceiling. Okay, we're up. We are now on the ceiling of First Aid. Our goal in this section is to basically walk along this pipe. And if we walk on the middle pipes, which are more like cables, there's so many holes in the collision, you will fall through. The only issue is we can't see our feet, so we don't know when we're walking on the pipe. Just gotta keep going diagonally. And right. Okay, I think we're fine. So now we are at the main hallway. All we need to do now is jump backwards. We've got to take a leap of faith. We are jumping over a section of out of bounds. So wish me luck, chat. Okay, we did it. We're back in bounds. Everything has deloaded. Now, when I get into Freddy, I should have the ability to get out of Freddy again. Ah, yes, the trick is successful. We can now get in and out of Freddy early. So now, anytime we want to adjust our camera angle, we can just rotate Freddy, like this, get in Freddy, and now we'll be looking the way we want. This is a huge win. This is part 2 of the trick. The trick isn't over yet. If we were inside Freddy right now, we would walk to about here, Freddy would get into this recharging station, and we would lose him until after daycare. So our goal now is to get Freddy across this cutscene trigger without activating the cutscene. This kind of railing at the top of the stairs has a very special property, and that special property is that if you jump on top of it, it deloads the entire game. This is current patch, remember, and what it turns out deloading the game does is it also deloads all the cutscene triggers. So the goal is to deload the game, get back inside Freddy, and very quickly walk across where the cutscene trigger would be so that it doesn't start. There we go. Now, Freddy is free. So now we can just walk Freddy out of the tutorial. With Freddo by our side, everything that caused us so much trouble before is suddenly comically simple. And yes, that even includes the button.
Well done, Gregory.
So this is the point where basically the run died. Except now that we have Freddy, it's as simple as getting in and getting out of Freddy. And there's the button. Problem solved. Denny TD asks, will Freddy's battery ever run out? No, because we never ended the tutorial, the game will just leave us with infinite power. However, it does say low power, which is pretty annoying. As we see the exit slam shut in front of us, let me explain a little bit more about the game for those not in the know. We play as a lost boy called Gregory who gets locked inside Fazbear Entertainment's Mega Pizzaplex overnight. The exit closing marks midnight, and doing various plot-related activities can advance the time of day all the way to 6 AM. At this point the player can get several different endings, but we're aiming for the true ending, which requires defeating a secret final boss. We also want to do it specifically at 6 AM, and while that may seem obvious right now, trust me, there is a reason why I specify that. Back to the game, and still at midnight, Gregory is finally out of the tutorial, and just needs to collect a few items before gaining access to daycare, and along with it, the first boss. Incredible! Okay, this part of the run seems fine. We finally made it, chat. We made it to daycare. Now, with daycare, there's a lot to explain. If we go anywhere near this door while inside Freddy, the cutscene will play that happens when you complete daycare. Now, that cutscene has some good elements, and it has some bad elements. And there's another thing that I'm going to keep a mystery for now, which this cutscene trigger also does, that we also want to save. So with a nasty cutscene trigger keeping Freddy out, just how difficult is daycare? Let's slide into fun. Oh, navigating this maze without our head is going to be so bad. Unlike the button, which caught me by surprise, daycare was the first section I was actively dreading. Daycare is home to the game's first boss, and is not only a maze, it's a 3D maze. By picking up the security pass on the desk, all the lights in daycare turn off. This angers the otherwise friendly son character, who transforms into a much more lethal Moon variant. Unlucky for us, the only way to turn the lights back on and end the fight is to activate several generators, all located deep within that 3D maze.
So, it's so scary when you're playing security routes and then suddenly, you know, all the lights turn out. I remember when I first got the game, when it first came out, I was so happy that it was a new FNAF game, yay! And then when I got to that bit, I was just like,
But it turns out that even getting to the fight might prove tricky for our rigidly spined lad. So no! Leave me alone!
I think in any game, I think this is just normal for any game. I think this is just normal for any game, but when you move slower when walking backwards, just laws of physics.
Oh, please! Thank you for turning us to a better angle, actually. We get the flashlight, right? But then don't we need to press a button on the desk? Oh no. Is it gonna be another button? Wait,
Another death by button.
I've got an idea. I can just get Sam to tell me again, right? He does. Yeah, this angle should be fine. Yeah, there it is. Take security badge. Done.
Why would you do that? Lights on! Lights on!
Navigating the maze really wasn't that bad. The actual issue were the generators themselves. Uh-oh. You cannot turn
Lights,
this.
camera, action.
Oh no, this one is even more difficult to press. Does that trick still work, where you touch the button and it just ends the entire sequence? I think they patched the daycare skip. Yeah, that's what I'm scared of. So, with daycare being a dead end for now...
You could actually... It would give you a lot more time. There's a way to soft lock Moon. I mentioned it before, I can't remember how to do it. But there's a way to soft lock him where he just sits there and just doesn't do anything. He just completely ignores you. It happened to me before, when I first played Security Breach. Literally the first time I ever played Security Breach, it happened to me. And it's very good for if you have no idea what you're doing. Because, you know, you have as much time in the world because Moon's not chasing you.
So I decided it was time to activate Big Brain Mode. We're just gonna stay away from daycare.
BB mode.
We're just gonna save
Big Brain
the
mode.
game, and we're gonna do something else. But that raises an issue. Daycare gives us a level 1 security pass.
Yeah.
Now, we are basically locked in all the rooms you've seen so far, because everything beyond this point requires security level 1, and we have security level 0. So we need to figure out a way to get a level 1 security pass without using daycare. Gamers,
You can go to, you can use deloads to get down to Chica's basement or the prize counter and get a security badge there.
we're doing a heist.
The Faz heists.
We're gonna steal a security pass from somewhere else. We're gonna break in, get back, and no one's gonna be any the wiser. This door was meant to go to the atrium, which is a very big area that is right next to us. So when you walk here, the game attempts to load the atrium. However, my theory is that the atrium is such a big place that the game needs to deload other things. So if we touch this door, and then if we just go over here and walk back into the lobby, deload the lobby. So now we are just free walking through the Pizzaplex out of bounds, and we are heading straight to Fazablast, because unlike most places which have their security passes under tight lockdown, Fazablast is really lax on security.
Yeah, all you have to do is just grab it and then leave. You don't even need to do the mini game and get is it the Phaser Blast or the Phaser Blast? It's the Phaser Blast. Phaser Blast is American.
Leaves their security pass just out in the open. You can literally just walk in and grab it. So that is exactly what we're going to do. And we are now in Fazablast. And now we can leave. Oh no, chat. The police. They figured out what we were doing. Okay, I'm gonna have to sneak past them.
I hate these guys.
They can't know. We did it. But I've got some terrible news. If we took this lift,
oh yeah,
they've got the exits sealed off. They would want a party pass from us. So we would be stuck in Fazablast. But all hope is not lost, chat.
Deload.
If we could somehow deload out of Fazablast, then we'd be able to escape. But
what?
Unfortunately, the game is so well made that there isn't a way to do that, so we'll need to think of something else. 1 second, I'm thinking. Oh!
Right there!
Somehow I'm back in daycare. I don't know how that happened. Chat, we got away unscathed. We are free. And Freddy? Oh no. We managed to escape, but Freddy got caught in their clutches. We've got to get him out. Okay, let's pause the action for a second and let's explain what just happened. Since we fell into the void while Fazablast was deloaded, the game respawned us all the way at the last save point that we loaded from.
But because he didn't die, he still has the security badge.
In our case, daycare. This is great for us, when it doesn't crash the game, that is. But Freddy didn't exactly follow suit. In fact, he's still waiting patiently for us in the Fazablast elevator like the good dog he is. Usually this would be a non-issue, since we can just use the Call Freddy ability and instantly walk him to our location. But since that's an ability you unlock after completing daycare, and we skipped daycare, we'll need a different plan if we want our boy back. So now that we've got a level 1...
Wait. Okay, yeah, it's sadly on. You can't, and like I said before, you can't get the party pass early because Moon will just immediately kill you and soft lock the game because that's how Moon works for some reason.
On security pass, we can actually get to the atrium as the game intended. So chat, Freddy has been captured. I did negotiate with him that there is an escape route via vent. Freddy, did you take the vent? You know what?
He's too big.
Smells of Freddy. I can smell wet bear hair. Maybe Freddy did come through here after all.
What?
Oh my god, Freddy, you made it! So yes, going into that vent gives you Freddy, and the reason why is hilarious. There's a section coming up where the game removes Freddy from you. It takes Freddy away. But obviously, if you decide, actually, I don't want to do this section, they don't want to just delete Freddy. The game will add Freddy back into your inventory, basically.
+1
If
Freddy.
you don't have Freddy when you go in, if you enter and exit,
Oh, that's
the
hilarious.
game will just give you Freddy with everything unlocked. Now I can call my boy whenever I want.
Oh, and that means daycare, you don't even need to go anywhere near it.
We have one security pass, and we have Freddy, and we have the ability to call Freddy. So we've basically done everything that the game would have given us in daycare. However, things were about to get immediately tricky once again. While we could take our stolen security pass and return back to the intended progression, the very next plot point ends with us being captured and once again separated from Freddy. However, unlike
Drinking
a tutorial,
flashlights.
this absence lasts far longer and would leave us scared and alone through some of the most camera-oriented sections in the entire game. And most worryingly, the endo section.
Yeah.
A red light, green light inspired zone filled with enemies whose entire mechanic is freezing them in place by turning to look at them. If one little button could halt the run for months, then these sections alone would kill it forever. But, I mean, we've already circumvented daycare by getting an extra security pass. What if there was a way for a necklace boy and his bear to get 2 more security passes and just skip all of this? That sure would be nice. We're not done yet. You know something that I've got a real taste for now? Crime.
Oh no.
Listen, there's a good chance somebody's trying to hack your website right now.
Stop! This is the fast police! You're under arrest for stealing! Oh, you just wait, Trashy Panda. We're gonna steal so much more. But first, let's deload the lobby again. Good stuff. So, just like we broke into Fazablast and stole their security pass, we're now going to do the exact same thing to Monty Jolf. More heists.
Yeah,
So far, so
Jolf.
good. And then I will just keep going in roughly the same direction. There it is. Okay, the fuzz apparently know we're here, but that does.
So, here's a little fun fact for people who have played Security Breach. All of the areas that require elevators to get to, so Atrium, Monty Jolf, Fazablast, all of those areas, the lift doesn't go anywhere, or the elevator, whatever you want to call it. God, it's really early in the morning, that's why I'm yawning. So they don't go anywhere. They literally just, what they do is they just shake and play music. That's all they do.
Doesn't matter, we're going to be quick, in and out. Now we have the camera weapon. Not to be confused with the camera that I'm not using. So now we just got to leave. Oh no, chat.
Oh yeah.
It's just like what I feared. The police! They've got the exits locked down again! However, I discovered a little bit of a trick.
Oh yeah. So I think they patched this, but you used to be able to get pushed through a wall, because when you exited Freddy, you got pushed forwards. So that means you could get pushed through an invisible wall when going through Freddy. But I think they patched it.
Have you ever pressed the button to call Freddy, and he suddenly appears a million miles away?
Oh yeah, that's annoying.
Or have you ever pressed the button to call Freddy, and he appears on the opposite side of the gate?
It's even more annoying.
Well, if you get inside Freddy and call him at the same time,
Oh, you can.
he will do exactly that, but he will take you with him. We basically got inside Freddy,
Oh, yeah.
and we teleported past the barrier. So that is called Freddy Warps, and it is immensely powerful. In fact, Freddy Warps are so overpowered that we could teleport our way to the true ending right now if we wanted. But there is a reason why I wanted to complete the run specifically at 6 AM, and it's to stop us doing exactly that. So, we're not going to just finish the game right now. We are going to do our third and final heist. No, I'm a big liar. It isn't even our final heist. We've got more heists to come.
Really?
So yes, the bathrooms do not exist. We want to fall out of bounds, please. Thank you. And eventually we will fall through the floor, and we will land in Chica's basement. Please, okay, we did it. We did it, we did it, we did it. It's time for crime. Here's a thing about this section that I need to explain. Once we pick up the security pass, we get locked in a room. All the save points deactivate. Chica will be banging on this door.
Bang
We
bang.
need to make pizza to escape. But guess what? The pizza minigame is impossible without moving the camera.
Yep.
the very first place you need to go to, you cannot interact with without moving the camera. So, this would be a security pass that we could never do. Except, we have a very powerful weapon on our side, don't we? So we can just leave. We do not need to engage with that at all. This is the most broken run I've ever done.
Yep.
And we
Goodbye,
are on the
Chica.
run. Grimlock says it's going to get harder the more you play like this.
It
You're
will.
not wrong. And by the time we get to the end of the game, things do get strange. As an example of how upset the game gets, the Chica section breaks all the saves because it's like a danger time.
Yeah.
So all the saves turn.
It's like that, woo, woo, woo. What's it called? The Patrick meme. The woo. I can't do a Patrick impression.
Because we didn't complete that section, all the save points are broken.
And there's gonna be a woo woo playing.
Which means that we're going to need to do this next part in one go. The final heist.
Take
is
care.
The longer-awaited daycare heist.
Hello, new
Unlike the
friend.
first
You
time
sure
we
up
attempted
late? Are
daycare,
you having
we
a
now
slumber
have the
party?
ability to call Freddy. Which allows us to sneak our boy inside and get up to
Finally,
all sorts of
Gregory's
mischief.
taller than Sun.
First things first, we need to get Freddy behind the security desk, because once we take the security pass, invisible walls will appear. So we really need Freddy to be inside this area. And the game doesn't let you exit Freddy in
You have to
this
do the thing.
area. So that is a problem.
The thing where you like.
However, they missed a spot. Right here, there's a spot where you can get outside of Freddy. So now we have Freddy where we need him. Let's take the security badge and start the cutscene.
Why would you do that? Lights on, lights on. I warned you. I warned you.
And if we fail this, there's no way to get Freddy back in here. So, let's hope I don't mess up this Freddy wall. Wish me luck. Oh, thank God. We did it. We're out. Okay. And guess what? When we go up here, we're going to start the daycare escape sequence. Which means that now when we activate this cutscene, we finally don't have low power. Do I still
Yeah.
have infinite power? I do. There is just now no low power battery on my screen. Another thing that I was keeping a secret from you, save points work again. That is the main reason why I saved daycare until the very end, because I know that Chica breaks the save points, and I know that daycare reacts.
-1 saving. +1 saving.
So I saved daycare to the very end so that I can turn the save points back on at the last minute. How long did it take you to plan this run? Literal months.
Yeah, yeah.
Literally
That
took me
makes
months
sense.
to plan this route. We've done it. We've got to 1 a.m. Finally. This is now a race to get to 6 a.m. so we can finish the game. But hold on there, past backseat. That seems a little bit ambitious. If we've only just passed 1 a.m., surely 6 a.m. is still ages away. Well, in the Pizzaplex, time isn't exactly what you would call linear.
Yeah, no.
Sometimes the only trigger for advancing to a specific time is something like picking up a story item. So, with all those security passes we've been stealing, there's really nothing to stop us wandering into...
Really, yeah, all you have to do is go into Roxy right away, take the head from the bot you can see on screen.
a late game area, activating
Easy.
some kind of trigger,
550,
and
515.
flinging ourselves forwards or backwards in time. So, what are the triggers for hitting 6 a.m, and how do we get them without moving our head? So, to get 6 a.m, you have to install Roxy's Eyes. To install Roxy's Eyes, you need to do the Roxy getting hit by a go-kart cutscene, or just get down into that area and take the eyes. But there's one vent at the end of the Roxy sequence that you need to unscrew with the screwdriver, which is why we just did everything we did, because the door to the screwdriver is a level 4 security door. Oh, and if you're wondering why I didn't just do a Freddy walk to get past this door, that's because almost this entire room is one huge cutscene trigger that will time travel us to 2 AM, remove Freddy from our possession, and plonk us right in that horrible story section.
Yeah, that part of the story is horrible.
Is right next to the level 4 door, meaning with enough passes we can peek our head inside and open the gift box without starting the cutscene.
If I'm being completely honest, I absolutely hate the 2 AM to 3 AM section. It is the worst. Unplug my headset. It's really easy to accidentally unplug. So it's like, it's so annoying because of how many times, like, you just have to do things that are like, if you die, you reset back to the start. Because at first there's the Vanny section's not that bad. You just have to run away, and then once you get through the elevator to the atrium, she's gone. She just kind of intimidates you. She's not even there. Then the Roxy bit, it's annoying, but I think I've only died like once or twice on there. The security office bit straight after that is like so annoying, just because Freddy is like invisible for some reason on the cameras. You have to wait ages to actually see him. And then there's the showtime sequence. I think you know how I feel about it if you've seen the last video, but if you haven't seen the last video, it is the worst section in the entire game, just because there's one save point, and if you don't get that save point, it's really hard to get the save point because Roxy's fast. It takes about 30 seconds for you to get the for the save point, you know, to save, but Roxy takes about 1.2 seconds to get over to where you are from like the other side of the universe. So yeah, you basically just can't save there, even though there is a save point there, which means you have to do all of it all over again if you lose, which is really annoying.
But with a Freddy
and then there's the endos, which is really annoying.
walk, things would be a bit messier.
Where am I? Look at all this stuff.
There we go. The final crime. With the first part of our plan complete and the screwdriver firmly in our possession, it was finally time to pay a visit to our favourite dog in Roxy Raceway.
Wait, isn't she a wolf?
Here it is, my favourite place to hide from the fans and play the challenging level.
When I originally did the path for this route, I thought, you know what would be good? Is if we did the DJ Music Man section without moving your head, because there's a lot of hiding spots, so I bet I can very easily use hiding spots to navigate around without moving my head. And I wasn't wrong. However, because of how much we've broken the game so far, DJ Music Man doesn't work. No matter what you do, when you get there, at least one of the levers will be broken. It will have no interact prompt. You can't do it. So, no DJ Music Man. We're just going to activate Roxy early.
Oh yeah, by getting onto the racetrack. Yeah.
We do that is with some very precise platforming to get onto the track. During this next cutscene, something unusual might happen. And I want you all to tell me what it is.
Hey, it's Gregory.
Gregory, get off the road! That's a hazard!
Bonk.
So, everything seems to be going fantastically. The dog is dead, and we're making great progress towards 6 AM. However, it was at this exact point that our constant sequence breaking started to have some unintended effects on the game. Are you ready for a that's never happened before? Every other time I've done this, it didn't take me down here. I had to platform my way through the hole in the floor and get down here myself. Thank you for the eyes. Beautiful. We are about to face off against Eyeless Roxy. The thing is about Eyeless Roxy is you have to contest with her in a very small environment, and lest we forget, you cannot move the camera. Here we go. What is happening? Okay, the game is super broken. Normally it spins you around so that it shows you Roxy has gotten back up. So now 2 things in a row have happened that have never happened before. I'm a little bit scared. Jump at me. There we go. Come on, this way. Nice! Oh my god, she's already here. Okay, that's also something I've never had before. I've never had her do so many of those in a row for me. Oh god! Okay. Now we've got to open this and get inside very quick. Open, get inside. Okay, I think we escaped. With the Roxy sequence completed, we've now leapt forward in time from 1 AM all the way to 5:40. However, all this progress comes with one side effect. There it is. Freddy no longer has infinite battery. Freddy is now a normal Freddy.
Yay!
So now the run has a little bit more tension. Okay, I'm actually going to do this section without Freddy because I don't want to waste his battery. God, that was close.
That was pretty close.
If I had Monty's claws.
Freddy, where are you? Come here.
I could open this gate if I had Monty's
I could open this gate if I
I'm
had
sure
Monty's
you could,
claws.
Freddy.
Open this gate if I
Okay, that's what. I could have. Unplug my headset. I could open this gate if I had Monty's claws. Good to know.
How are we going to get to parts and services? That is a very good question. Parts and service is an important location where in a normal playthrough you can upgrade Freddy with the body parts of his fallen comrades. Right now we want to install the eyes we looted from Roxy since that sets our time of day to 5:50 and starts the events that lead to 6 AM. However, for our bonily challenged Gregory, actually getting there is a bit of an issue. Because Parts and Service is located deep below the Pizzaplex and we may or may not have skipped the entire section that would usually give us access to the elevator down there. So the main way to get down there is currently deactivated. But
Wait, there's in the what's it called? In the I can't speak today. In what's it called? In Rockstar Row, you can use Roxanne's or whatever her name is, Roxy's elevators to get down to Parts and Service.
is one more way to get there. The dressing rooms right at the beginning of the game, yes, literally where we started, each have an elevator that leads down to Parts and Service. So, in summary, to get there we need to find a way back to the beginning of the game in Rockstar Row. And, well, there is one way back to the beginning of the game that works for sure. We're just going to go through the tutorial backwards.
Oh, okay.
Chica, leave me alone, please. And believe it or not, Monty is still banging on this door.
Because you never
This
finished
does
it.
mean, however, that our path back is blocked. So, to get further back, we need to do a Freddy walk to get to the other side. Is Chica here? Okay, I'm going to need to lead Chica... Oh no. Oh god, the battery, I forgot.
Oh yeah, you're dead.
Okay, we gotta be quick. Oh, we're gonna die, aren't we? Oh god, oh god, oh god. No, 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 no. We've got to do the best Freddy warp I've ever done in my life.
He's probably spamming X right now.
Oh my god, we did it! We did it! We did it! We did it! Wow, he's really unhappy with Chica, huh?
Yes!
Good.
No! Bang, bang, bang on
A
Chica.
second away from killing me. Let's get going. Am I winning? I actually am. Oh yeah. This all requires Freddy. We're gonna have to be very quick, chat. Move, 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 move.
Spamming E.
Oh, okay, we did it, we did it, we did it. Oh. Thank you, God. Oh. Down we go. Okay, let's put those eyes in the boy. So, speeding through this fairly lengthy installation game real quick, Roxanne's eyes have
He could have literally skipped all of that by going to there's a place in there's a bit you can go, there's another way you can go to Rockstar Row, literally in what's it called, literally in atrium. There's a way to get to Rockstar Row, so he could have skipped all that stress just by going through the
home in Freddy's skull, and
thing
the
in
time
the
of
atrium.
day is set to 5:50 a.m. Nailed it. We are done. All that stands between Gregory and 6 a.m. now is the
Moon.
final escape sequence, where we must run from here all the way to the main entrance, all while being pursued by Moon of daycare fame. Luckily, the trip is fairly straightforward, both figuratively and literally, so the risk of death in this section is thankfully very much on the low end. We actually have up until 5:55 before Moon will actually spawn.
Yeah.
So we don't need to worry about Moon killing us until 5:55. Wait, what is this? Wait a minute, this worked before! No! This worked! When I did practice, this worked! I cannot believe it actually happened. I was so worried that something would break. Oh my god. Okay, we're going the long way. We've really got to move our bottom.
Oh, the long way is like, when he said the long way is so long.
The long way. Well, this is our map.
Yeah, so usually you'd go literally straight. There's no like curving or there's no curving or anything. It's just doors are there. But you have to go through, because Roxy's one, for some reason these ones are out of order, so you have to go through Roxy's ones. You have to go through Roxy's ones, get into the green room, go all the way around the side, all the way around here, get through there, go all the way around again, get through here, the elevator, and then go down.
If we take the intended escape route. And this is our backup path.
Okay.
We're so doomed. When I did practice, that button worked. Okay, chat, the race is on. Am I going to have to go through the tutorial area again?
No, don't
I
worry.
need the backstage pass. I can try it.
Long way isn't that bad when you play the game normally.
Freddy walk, but I don't know where it's going to take me.
The long way you usually get to usually get to the end by 5:55, but the short way you get there about 5:51.
Please, please, please. Okay, let's move it. Let's move it. God, I wish this part wasn't a zigzag and I wasn't facing the entirely wrong direction. Okay, come on, please, 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 don't go back in. We made it. Where am I? I don't know this place. I thought I was in the atrium. Where is this? I went back in. Oh no. Oh my god.
Oh, he's dead.
It's gonna be fine, chat.
Yeah, no, he's dead. 1 minute.
We're making a run for it, chat.
Run!
Oh god, damn it! Oh my god, I got scared for the life out of me. Okay, I'm just gonna check this button. Why are you now pressable? Okay, button. I'm gonna trust that you're gonna work next time, okay? So, back we go to playing Simon Says yet again. And praying that this time the button would actually work. Button, I'm counting on you. Thank God. Okay, we actually don't need Freddy right now. We're just going to make a run for the exit without Freddy.
Yay!
Easy.
Gregory, you
I have a choice to make.
Okay, we want to stay.
are staying
I am glad.
here.
Freddy, what's going on with the textures?
No texture, Freddy.
You know when they say the colour drained from someone's face? Well, the textures drained from Freddy's face.
The textures look more like the textures drained from his
Remember
body.
I said that the game gets increasingly broken in like weird ways. The Afton fight doesn't work like it does normally when you do it at this point.
The 6 a.m. sickness. I hate adverts. Oh, stuff in her mouth.
Live your best phone life.
Stuff's food in her
Fastest
mouth.
5G network. Free.
Bringing homes to life.
Shut up, adverts.
Discover our range at cotswoldco.com.
The 6 a.m. sickness.
Monty's Claw.
Freddy, if you keep going on about this clause, I swear to God, you are a broken record, my man. So the final boss is located at the bottom of Roxy Raceway, but the game wants to know you have all of the boss items. So, there is a gate that needs Monty's claws, but you will
Freddy
never
walk.
guess how we get past them.
I could open this gate if I had Monty's Claws.
Okay, there we go. That's the last thing that we ever need with Monty's claws. So hopefully he will never say that again. I could open this gate if I had...
I could open this gate if I had Chico's beak.
And a Freddy warp. Here we go. The final stretch. And all the things that make the run difficult, all in one place. We have generators and we have endos. But it may shock you to know, chat, we don't need to actually do any of this.
Yeah, no, just Freddy
run
walk.
past it all, and Freddy walk. We're also going to do a little bit of a trick, and just jump down the entire hole. And here we go. It is time for Atherton.
Atherton.
The final boss, formerly known as Afton, is a timed gauntlet where you need to fend off the game's cast of animatronics, all while waiting for opportunities to press some buttons and burn the bunny.
Yeah, burn the
While
bunny.
you think the final boss
Go
would be
down
some
the
kind
bunny.
of ultimate challenge, this is actually perfectly designed for our necklace child.
Yeah, because
Since
every...
portal
Yeah.
is on one side of the room. Admittedly, we don't have one very important upgrade that we need to defend ourselves.
When I did this fight, I didn't use it at all. When Roxy came in, I just hid in the corner. That's literally what I just did.
But who needs that when you've got
Freddy, yeah.
So, the fight is perfectly set up for our spine-free scamp, and it's easily cheesed. Should be pretty easy, right? Wrong.
Yeah, no, wrong.
All of the things we've broken to get here, all of the void outs, and all of the sequence breaks have finally reached a critical point. There's really no easy way to say this, but our Freddy has contracted the 6 a.m. sickness. Symptoms include refusing to turn to look at you, a complete disregard for privacy by charging with the door open, running out of battery after less than 1 second.
Oh my
of
god.
use.
I hate that. You get in, he runs out of battery, so he throws you out. It's so annoying. But you're trying to beat the boss.
I definitely was not a fan of that one. Using up the entire game's neck movement in one go and swearing quite a lot. Being able to just open the pizza place door in advance somehow. And most importantly for our sake, becoming uncharacteristically chivalrous and refusing to block the doorway for Roxy. Seriously, he sidesteps the animatronics so consistently in this section that I thought the cheese had been patched. But there is one way to still get him to block the doorways. If you pull Freddy in place, he will stay put. However, this technique is so much slower than the other one, which causes its own issues. Because Freddy's Freddoors work in a strange way, you need to put Freddy in the correct door ahead of time. We basically have to roll a 50-50 chance that Roxy will appear in the correct hallway.
It's Roxy!
Oh god, I lost. I lost the 50-50 chance. Okay, this is gonna be spicy, chat. Freddy, over here! Freddy, if you could lend me a hand, buddy. Gotta lure her around. Freddy, you are the worst. Oh my god. Have I done the impossible? Have I?
No.
I cannot believe it. I cannot believe those Scooby-Doo shenanigans. Oh yeah, by the way, another symptom of the 6 AM sickness is that sometimes entire rooms don't load. The game is unhappy.
It's Roxy.
Okay, chat, spicy time. We may have done it. Where is she going? Roxy? Let's just hope she comes back, because wasting time with her is an important task. No, Roxanne, don't leave. Oh god. That is scary, because that means that other animatronics might come.
Yeah, the blob.
Let's do it again. Okay, let's hope for a better Roxanne this time.
It's Roxy. What do I do?
Yes. So far so good, she is interested. Hello there, it's Backseat from the Edit here, one last time. While we're jangling the keys of a boneless banquet in front of Roxanne, stay interested, there we go. I just wanted to remind you that you can watch every stream of this run, from failed experiments to the final result, on my Twitch page here. God damn it. And if you enjoyed this video, I'd also suggest you subscribe to me here on YouTube. There will be a Ruin video coming out at some point, so if you enjoyed this, that's probably up your alley too. Now I haven't been looking, has Afton done anything? I don't think so. Gamers, that is the true ending of Security Breach, without moving my camera ever.
So yours does it, yay.
No camera movement, Security Breach, complete.
Wait, no net Greg commits a crime for a screwdriver. There you go, guys, that was I actually can't speak today. This is me, that was me reacting to how Backseat Streams completed 5 Days of Freddy's Security Breach without any, without any, you know, neck movement. So, I'll see you all in the next one. Good.